approach, but it needs to be more creative.
So the Fragments project is about using creativity as a way of helping young people who are experiencing divorce and separation. We wanted to work in partnership with Family Mediation Service to provide some services used in the arts for teenagers.
50% of young people will experience separation with their parents by the age of 16, and if they haven't experienced it themselves, they will definitely know somebody that has. Oxfordshire Family Mediation are the biggest providers of mediation services for separating couples in Oxfordshire. The collaboration between OFM and OYAP has come about because we recognise that there is a need to fulfil for teenagers whose parents have separated.
It's a really tricky time being a teenager, and a time of great change and upheaval. There's lots of kind of factors in there that are going to really, that are potentially really harmful, and we're going to use a kind of creative approach to helping young people to work through some of those things using scenario and forum-based theatre.
I think that if you are going to ask young people to do things and be part of things, then you need to understand it by actually doing it. So we are going to do some exercise and things today. If you feel uncomfortable about any of those things, you don't have to take part in them. It's absolutely fine. But I just think it gives you, in your practice, what it feels like to be the person that you're working with ordinarily. You know, because you're asking them to do things or asking them to share things, and I think that actually sometimes we forget what that feels like. The type of theatre that we're going to work with today is called forum theatre.
Come on guys, ignore them.
Ignore them, okay, let's ignore them. Does it stop them? No, come on, what else can we do? I think today was about taking people who didn't know anything about forum theatre but had a lot of knowledge about mediating issues and problems that young people go through, and actually allowing them to understand the possibility of the tool. I think it's a really powerful medium because it deals with individuals' experiences, and also they get a chance to rehearse possible outcomes and possible solutions for their own personal situations. You're not just talking about words and discussion about what you're doing, but you're trying out what's going on.
I think it's a real benefit because when I was acting out the scene that was set up for us, I could see the before scene and the after scene, and we were thinking about how we get to that resolution point, and I was thinking in my head, well, if he did this and she did that, then maybe I could be in this position as a solution.
The collaboration really is to take the knowledge and experience of those people from the mediation centre and actually put it together with the tool of theatre, so that actually those two things can come together and provide some information and solutions for young people that are actually in the situation of being separated or their parents going through a divorce.
So it sort of shakes that sense of identity. I'm half mum, I'm half dad, but mum and dad hate each other, therefore what am I?
So they're the rehearsal situations that you would be looking at in workshops that you would be doing, you'd be trying them out.
It's a big project, potentially, that could be taking place over a number of years. Up until now it's been a partnership between Oxfordshire Family Mediation and OYAP Trust. But actually it's become real today, so we're starting to work with other professionals who can help us start thinking about how this work can be applied and what value it might have. We'll also be working with some young professional actors or semi-professional actors to take some of the stories and images that the young people generate and to turn those into some scripted scenario provocation pieces. EastEnders meets forum theatre.
Gives them the idea that they're not the only person that's experiencing it, and that there are people that are around that can help.
If you Google my parents are divorcing and separating, there isn't an awful lot that's there that can be of help to them. So our aim is to produce some resources that are both creative, accessible, interactive and helpful for young people.